to church with Dasny.
Hello everyone, I'm Dasny and I welcome you to this week's episode of a-tetewithdaseny with Dasny. Yes, in our previous episode I said we'll be talking about sex education, and today with me I have a very, very special guest, so I'll allow her to do us the honors. A very good evening to you, ma.
Good evening everybody. I'm so happy to be with you on this program. My name is Mrs. Ojeikere. I'm a teacher and I teach at God's Heritage Children's Academy. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for honoring our invitation, ma.
You're welcome.
So we'll jump right into the conversation. What is sex education?
Well, as the word goes, you can hear the two words sex and education. I will want to approach it in two ways, as in what is sex. Sex, as I always teach the children, I tell them sex means two things. One, it helps you know who you are, whether you are a male or female. The second meaning is a male and a female using their sex organs to come together to produce children. This is a special part of it. So I always try to define it separately. Now, what is education? Education is the process of learning from the very day one is born until the day you die.
All right. Thank you so much, ma, for answering that question. Now, what are the importance of sex education?
Well, the importance of sex education, there are very, very many, but I will categorize it into two main parts. One, the importance is for the person, the individual, to know about your own body.
Okay.
How to take care of it, what happens at every stage as we change. We are human beings. We were all born as babies, and then certain things happen in our bodies. We have hormones, and there are changes in our bodies as we grow. I try to make the children to know this as a very big importance. The second importance is that so you know what you can do with people and what people cannot do with you. I always do this with little children in particular. I tell them this is your body. You can't play with your body. Then another person cannot play with your body. This is the importance for the child.
Okay.
The second importance is that children will know what and how, what they should expect from other people, so they will not be deceived in life and not be a victim of sex education.
All right. Thank you, ma. So now I'm sure a lot of us will be wondering, at what age should a caregiver or a parent introduce a child to sex education?
Sincerely, I'll tell you as early as possible, because you see, the first contact of sex education of a child is with the parents.
Okay.
Then parents should learn to teach their children as early as possible, so that they will not be victims of perverts around us.
All right. Now, we have gotten the idea that it is good to introduce these kids to sex education at an early age. What are those things that a parent is supposed to look out for before you venture into saying, okay, this child is ready?
Well, as a parent, the first thing you do is, one, you discipline yourself.
Okay.
And two, you must be observant. If you remember, I said there are changes in our bodies that happen up till the time, from the time a child grows the teeth. You must observe the child so you know exactly what to do. It's the same thing as the child is crawling, as the child is sitting down. So the child knows. Sincerely, it must be very early that you teach your child, or else the child will be taken for granted.
True. So how then can the parents do that? Aside being observant, if you're now observant, you say the things. What are those things that a parent's supposed to look out for before you venture into saying, okay, this child is ready, or I should start?
The first thing the parents should look out for are the changes in the body.
Okay.
When the child was born as a baby, and then the child learns to sit,
Okay.
Then from there you tell the child how to sit. Not by beating, but in love you tell the child, sit well, this is how you do it. The child wears a nappy that time, and then you don't expose the child's private parts anyhow. Of course, the child doesn't know anything, but the way you take care of the child's body makes the child know that, okay, this is how I take care of my body. I told you the first contact a child has is with the parents.
Yes.
So I must tell myself I won't take my child for granted by rubbing my hands on the child anyhow, erotically, and telling the child she doesn't know anything, he doesn't know anything,
it's just a child.
No, I shouldn't do that. I, as a parent, must discipline myself. So parents should discipline themselves, get observant, and teach the child, touch the child in the right manner.
Okay, thank you, ma. So while speaking, you kept laying emphasis on parents teaching their children. Now, what are the advantages of children learning sex education from their parents?
Well, the very first advantage of children learning sex education from their parents is that they see themselves as special.
Okay.
I am special. I don't touch myself anyhow. If I don't touch myself anyhow, somebody doesn't touch me anyhow. Okay. That's the first thing the child learns from the parents. And secondly, the advantage is that the child will not be a victim to perverts. The child will not be lied to by anybody. The first lie that comes up from an outsider is, you're looking beautiful. In fact, you are bam. No one else is like you. Well, you see, in these days, you hear things like, you are the sugar in my tea, you are the mosquitoes in this, all those kind of nonsense. And the child seems to believe it. Particularly if the child is not close to the mom or the dad or someone that is close to the child, to tell the child the truth about himself or herself. That's the truth. The child seems to believe the person from outside and begins to listen to sweet nonsense.
All right, thank you so much, Ma, for granting us this interview.
You're welcome.
Any last words?
Well, I will advise that parents should make themselves available to their children. They should create time to be with them and let parents know, make the children know that sex is responsibility. Sex is not just knowing who you are. It involves responsibility, as in once you get to puberty and you have sex, sincerely, you are going to get pregnant. That's the truth. And they should teach the child to know what to do at every stage, even of puberty, so that they will not be victims.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're grateful to Mrs. Ojeikere for honoring us.
You're welcome.
And we look forward to having you more on a-tetewith Daseny.
Thank you so much.
All right, people, there you have it. It is the right and the mandate of every parent to introduce their children to sex education. To have a lovely day. One of the most expensive things in this world is trust. It can take several years to earn, but just within seconds, you lose it. Join me next episode as we discuss earning trust.